Hi. In our previous sessions, we looked at all the fundamental aspects of fund flow statement. We looked at the format, computations. Now, in this video, we have taken up basic illustrations to explain you about the preparation of necessary ledgers to identify the hidden information and its importance. So this is going to be really helpful because in a comprehensive and exhaustive question, all these calculations may be a part of it. But when you listen to this lecture, you can get to know about how the concerned ledgers are to be prepared to arrive at the hidden information. Let us now consider a question to understand the preparation of ledger accounts. The following are the extracts from the balance sheet of Universal Limited. Information relating to 2017 and 18 are provided. Plant and machinery at cost given as rupees 4 lakhs at the beginning and 7 lakhs at the end. Less provision for depreciation, opening 1,80,000 and closing balance given as rupees 2,40,000. The net assets balance is 2,20,000 at the beginning and 4,60,000 at the end. So during 2018, a plant costing 80,000, depreciation accumulated thereon being rupees 50,000 was sold for rupees 55,000. So the book value of the asset should be calculated, and it is given in question that the profit was credited to the general reserve account. And the question is, you are asked to prepare plant and machinery account and depreciation provision account, and also to find out the sources and applications of funds relating to the above transactions. First, let us start with the preparation of depreciation provision account. Depreciation provision account. So asset will be shown on the debit side. The opening balance of the asset will appear on the debit side, and the charge against the asset is depreciation, which will normally have a credit balance in trial balance. So the opening balance would be entered on the credit side and the closing balance on the debit side. So by balance brought down, opening balance being 1,80,000 is shown here, and to balance carried on being closing balance 2,40,000. So this is your opening balance. And it is given in question that the depreciation on assets sold, that is accumulated depreciation thereon, that means on the plant sold, the depreciation accumulated was given as rupees 50,000. So this should be debited to the asset account, to plant and machinery here, right? To plant and machinery. So what is this? It's nothing but depreciation on plant sold. This rupees 50,000. That's all. We can close the ledger. So it is 2,90,000. That means you transfer it here, 2,90,000. The balance become 1,10,000, which is nothing but current year depreciation. So by depreciation account, which means current year depreciation, and this is your balancing figure. 1,10,000 is your answer. This is for the entire assets. The depreciation claimed for the current year is 1,10,000. Out of it, 50,000 is for assets sold. Now we can prepare plant and machinery. So being asset item, opening balance will come on the debit side. True balance brought down. So the value of asset at cost is given at cost. It's an important point. That is the reason why separately depreciation is shown in the question separately. It is not book value, it is at cost, at the price at which it was bought. The cost price. So 4 lakhs and 7 lakhs. Opening balance being 4 lakhs. Buy balance carry down, that is closing balance 7 lakhs. And it is given in question that a plant at a cost of 80,000 was sold for 55,000. So by bank account, that is the amount realized from sale of asset is 55,000. By depreciation on asset sold, by depreciation account, 50,000. So actually, what is the book value of asset? 80,000 is the cost minus depreciation 50,000. That means the worth of the asset is only 30,000, or it is also called the book value of asset. But it was sold for 55,000. That means you made a profit of 25,000. But that 25,000, which is the profit, is credited to the profit in general reserve account. It is given in question that the profit was credited to general reserve account. That means here in the plant and machinery account, it should be debited to general reserve account. If it is credited in general reserve account, means it should be debited to the P&L. The journal entry is P&L plant and machinery account debit to general reserve. 25,000, the amount of profit. So how that the 25,000 is arrived? 55,000 is the sale price minus 30,000 is the worth of the asset, book value of the asset. So the difference is 25,000. So this is the amount that you realized from sale, and this is the amount of depreciation on assets sold, and this is your closing balance. That's all. We have given effect to all transactions. We can now close the ledger. So it is going to be 8,05,000 on the credit side. It should be transferred to the debit side, 8,05,000. So 3,80,000 balance comes on the debit side, should be taken as through bank account. purchase of plant. So to the extent of 3,80,000, a new plant or machinery was purchased during the year. So the question asks you what are all part of sources side and what are all the question asks you to find out what are the sources and application of funds on the above transaction. In this above transaction, that is, so this 55,000 was the cash realized. It should be part of sources side. So in the sources side, rupees 55,000 to be taken. Whereas in case of application side, 3,80,000 being purchased arrived as balancing information, balancing figure should be shown on the application side of the fund flow statement. These two are the answers. Because the question asks you to prepare plant and machinery account and depreciation account. So this is depreciation account, this is plant and machinery account. And the second part of the question is you have to identify the items that would appear on the sources side and the application side of the fund flow statement. So the sale would appear on the sources side and purchases of additional asset, maybe machinery, would appear on the application side of the fund flow. So what you must try to understand here is when the values are given at cost, obviously the depreciation balances will be there, opening and closing balance. So we have to prepare the depreciation account. By incorporating the depreciation on assets sold, we have to find out the current year depreciation. So this is a key information for fund from operations. And this 50,000 is important information for to be taken here to find out this balance 3,80,000. So all are interconnected. So this method to be followed whenever the values of assets are given at cost. Let us now consider another example. In this case, the information goes like this. The company had land and building of the book value of 8 lakhs, not at cost value, at book value. That means it is after charging depreciation on 1st January 2017. And it is also given like this. Building costing rupees 3 lakhs, depreciation thereon is 1,20,000. So whenever the value of an asset is given at cost, the accumulated depreciation for the usage period will be given. If book value is directly given, that means the depreciation is already adjusted on it. Okay. For the entire land and buildings, the book value is given, opening book value and the closing value is given. Whereas for a particular building with a cost of rupees 3 lakhs and depreciation on such building is 1,20,000, which means the book value on date of sale was rupees 1,80,000, but it was sold for 1,60,000. That means there is a loss of rupees 20,000 to be accounted in books. Then additionally, the company has purchased land for rupees 60,000. And the question is, you are asked to ascertain the depreciation charged during the year for land and building. So for this purpose, we need to have land and building ledger. Land and building account. So being asset item, opening balance always on the debit side, closing on the credit side. So to balance brought down. This opening balance rupees 8 lakhs. By balance carried on. Closing balance which is 5,80,000. This is on which date? This is on 1/1/17. Whereas this is on 31/12/17. So we have to give effect to the book value of, because the opening and the closing values are at book value. So now the book value of the building sold should be accounted for in the ledger. So what is the book value? Cost minus depreciation. So 3 lakhs is the cost less depreciation. Cost less depreciation, which is 1,20,000. That means book value of building sold was 1,80,000. So for which the firm was able to get 1,60,000. Is the sale value. That means loss is 20,000. That is loss on sale. So that should be given effect in the land and building account. So by bank account, that is cash received from sale of building, is 1,60,000. Then by P&L account, it is loss on sale of building, it is 20,000. Then it is given that land costing rupees 60,000 was bought or purchased during the year. So to bank 60,000. That's it. We have given effect to all information of the question. So opening balance and the closing balance and the book value of building sold 1,80,000 is given effect in the ledger. If it is taken in the form of cost value, we have to account even the depreciation on assets sold. Whereas here, the opening and the closing balances are at book value. That means it is after depreciation. So the depreciation amount need not be adjusted. That is the reason why we have not shown this 1,20,000 depreciation was not shown here. Had it been in cost value, we have to give effect to it. But here it is in book value, that is why we have not taken it up. And the additional building purchased also given effect to bank. Now we can close the ledger. So your total will be 8,60,000. So here it is 5,80,000, 6 lakh, 7,60,000. So your debit exceeds the credit. So the difference should be taken to P&L account. By P&L account, current year depreciation. Just 1 lakh. It's arrived as balancing figure. So these two are important information for fund from operation calculation. And these two information, that is funds from sale of building and fund outflow for purchase of land will have to be shown in the fund flow statement. So these two information are very much required for fund flow statement. So these are directly and deliberately given in the question. and the loss was not given. It was a hidden information, and this was also, these two are hidden information. So using the available information, we calculated the hidden information, which is very much required for calculating fund from operation, without which you cannot prepare fund flow statement. So in a comprehensive question, this will be one part of calculation. So without doing this calculation, you cannot prepare fund flow statement. So rather, instead of getting into a comprehensive question, so we have now looked at a few examples exclusively for preparation of necessary ledgers to identify the hidden information. Now let us consider another example where information regarding provision for tax and proposed dividend for the year 2018 and 2019 are provided. The opening and the closing balances of provision for tax account and proposed dividend account are provided. Further, it was given in the question that the profit and loss account of 2019 was debited with 1,20,000 towards provision for tax and rupees 85,000 towards proposed dividend. So rupees 85,000 was debited to the appropriation account, and 1,20,000 was debited to the profit and loss account as current year provision. And the question is, you are asked to ascertain the amount of dividend and the tax paid during the year 2019. So using the provision and the proposed dividend, you are asked to find out the amount of dividend and tax paid. So it is a hidden information here. The payment is not deliberated. So for calculating the amount of dividend and tax paid, the current year provisions and appropriations or the transfers and information relating to the provision are provided. So now first let us start with the provision for tax ledger. Provision for tax account. All provisions are normally liability side items or credit side items of the trial balance. So opening balance will appear on the credit side. So buy balance brought down 1,35,000 and to balance carried down, that is closing balance 1,60,000. So by P&L account, it is current year provision. Current year provision is given as 1,20,000. So by closing the ledger, we can calculate tax paid. So it is 2,55,000. 2 lakhs. I'm just transferring it over here. So 95,000 is your to bank account. That is tax paid. So using the provision, the amount of provision, we have to calculate the amount of tax paid. So this information is required for computing fund from operation, but it is deliberated. It is given in the question itself. Whereas this information is very much required for fund flow statement to be shown on the application side of the fund flow statement. So in some other question, the amount of tax paid would be given, and you may have to use that data to calculate the provision made. But these two information are very much required for preparing ultimately the fund flow statement. Without knowing fund from operation, you can't close the fund flow statement. And without knowing the amount of tax paid also, you can't prepare the fund flow statement. So now let us prepare proposed dividend account. This is also liability side item of balance sheet or credit side item of trial balance. Opening balance will appear on the credit side, closing balance on the debit side. So buy balance brought down 80,000. To balance carried down 1 lakh. So by P&L account 85,000. So 1,65,000. After adjusting it with 1 lakh, the remaining 65,000 to be taken as dividend paid or to bank account. The journal entry will be proposed dividend account debit to bank account, which is 65,000. It's nothing but the amount of dividend paid for the current year. So using the amount of money appropriated or debited to the appropriation account, 85,000, what is given in question, we calculate the hidden information of the payment of dividend. So the question asked you to find out the amount of dividend paid and the tax paid just been calculated. Now we will take up another example. Here in this question, profit and loss account of Shankar Limited showed it is given in such a way that the profit and loss account of Shankar Limited showed balance of rupees 1,80,000 and rupees 1,30,000 on 31st December 2016, nothing but 1/1/2017, 1st January 17 and 31st December 2017 respectively. The reported income for the year 2016 given as 1,10,000. Rupees 40,000 was transferred to debenture redemption fund account, and a bonus dividend was declared to shareholders amounting to rupees 1 lakh. And the question is, you are asked to find out any cash dividend is paid. Ascertain the cash dividend paid, if any. So we'll prepare P&L appropriation account. So buy balance brought down, opening balance 1,80,000. To balance carried down, closing balance is 1,30,000. By reported income, 1,10,000. To debenture redemption fund account 40,000. To bonus dividend, that is, it is stock dividend, is 1 lakh. Now roughly we calculate the total. Here it is 2,90,000 whereas here it is 2 lakhs 70. So the credit side exceeds the debit side. So first we close the credit side. It's 2 lakhs 90,000 and transfer it over here. 2 lakhs 90,000. So the difference is to be taken as cash dividend. To bank account. That means this is cash dividend. This to bank account is nothing but cash dividend. Rupees 20,000. So using the information whatever is available in the question, we calculate the unknown information. So this may be a part of a comprehensive question. Hope this lesson video helped you to understand about the preparation of various ledgers, especially ledgers relating to assets like plant and machinery, land and building, and when values are given at cost or at book value, how that the profit or loss on sale of fixed assets ought to be computed and how it should be incorporated in the ledgers, and its importance and the implications. Similarly, in case of liabilities like payment of tax, when the provision was given in the question, how that the amount of tax paid and the dividend paid is to be calculated, all these aspects. So these are really going to be helpful in solving a comprehensive question on the preparation of fund flow statement. Thank you.